So I've just got back from 2-3 weeks in Yorkshire with quite a bit of photography. As you can see here, there's just over 16,000 photos that I took, which is quite a lot. It's quite a lot to process in one go. Lightroom's been going for about 16 hours processing the one-to-one previews. It's still going in this, by no means a slow computer, but it's a pretty good time to show how I personally catalogue and organise my photos, and also how you can really strip down and cull out thousands of photos in a reasonably short amount of time. So, camera and cable. Just put the lens cap back on yet. I don't have a memory card slot on my computer. I tend to not take the memory cards out of the camera. Once they're in, I'll transfer the photos, format the card, and reuse it. It's a Canon R8. I don't know how it works with Nikon, Sony, Fuji. No. I've only ever used Canon. So I use the EOS utility app. Let's have a look at the preferences. So I've got my destination folder set up, and this is all, I think, standard. I haven't modified these at all, just the destination folder. EOS utility launches as soon as I plug my camera in. Download images to computer, start automatic download. As you can see, I've got 19 images of my coffee cup. Okay, so now the images are imported and they're on my computer. They are over here. This is my Lightroom directory. I've got it on a separate internal hard drive. Because I shoot in RAW, the file sizes can get quite astronomical, and if I have a spell where I don't go through my photos and cull them, it can quite quickly get out of control. So that is from today. It's just 19 RAW files. So now, to get these into Lightroom, I'm using Lightroom Classic. It's part of the $9.99 a month subscription where you get Lightroom and Photoshop, which I would personally recommend. It's brilliant. See, this is my current directory down here of all I organise them by date. I suppose depending on how you shoot, you might want to organise them differently, but I've found that dates tend to work quite well for me. So this is the library screen. So if you're on library, go down to the bottom left here, click import. As you can see here, this is the last location that I imported photos from, so it automatically goes here, which is perfect. Let's go down to today. Here we can see there's all pictures of my coffee cup. So I've got all photos ticked, and what I do is add them. So it adds them to the Lightroom catalogue to work with, but it doesn't modify their original location. On here, do build previews as one-to-one, because otherwise I think the default is embedded in sidecar, and if you have it on that, when it comes to developing the photos or going through them and checking for focus sharpness, you're not looking at the raw file. You're looking at I think it's a JPEG or a DNG that Lightroom's generated. You're not looking at the actual photo, so a lot of the time the quality is worse, and it'll give you a really false impression of how good or bad the photos are. So keep the build previews at 1:1. I don't click build smart previews. I'm sure there's it's to do with an online feature of Lightroom, but I don't need it, and it just takes time. I don't import selected duplicates, because if you're doing, say, a time lapse, Lightroom won't import them because they're very similar. But I do click add to collection, and this is just how I organise them. So I've got create a new collection. Yeah, so it will be use the same. Because then it lines them all up nicely. So 2024, 04, 17. YouTube example. Just leave them like create. As you can see, it's highlighted there, and then import. So now these are imported. I've got the 1:1 previews. So if I click on the loop view down here, as you see, it's loading. So if you click, that's 100% magnification. I believe you can also press spacebar, and it does it too. So whatever fits your workflow, whatever's most comfortable. I'm using a Wacom, so I can just tap with the pen, zoom out, zoom in. Now, when I go wildlife shooting, then can take 3,000-4,000 photos in a morning or in a day. It's really important to be able to get through those quickly and as pain-free as possible. So if you go onto the photo tab up here, go down, make sure auto advance is selected, and then it's as simple as either pressing X for reject or P for pass. So I don't like the noise in this, so X, and it'll set it as rejected, and then it'll go on to picture number 2. And as you can see, it's greyed out here. So this is picture number 2. No, don't like that one. Don't like that one. Out of focus. It load this one up. Right, so I like this one. So I'll press P. Flag as pick, not pass. So I've picked that one, and I'm not sure if you can see, but down here, while the mouse photo is flagged, it's got a little white flag. These have black flags, and the whole photo is grayed out. This has a little white flag. So it'll be useful in a minute or two. But the other way that I do this, because I spend a lot of time on the Wacom, is I have it set up here so the hotkeys on the side of the Wacom I've set to reject and pass as well. If your computer's fast enough and you're not building previews simultaneously, it's such a quick process. You can just go through, no, yes, no, yes. I got rid of well over 6,000 photos, and I've kept looking at it maybe 2,000. So culling 75% out, and it took an hour, maybe 2 hours. So it's really quick and really efficient. Now these are all rejected. I've got three picks out of 19 photos. If you're doing this this library procedure, this picking and rejecting in this little directory here, you won't be able to do this, because what I want to do is now delete these rejected photos, but it won't delete them from the hard drive, doing it in this catalogue section. What you need to do, go up, all photographs, to photo, delete rejected photos. Now, with this window, delete from disk, remove from Lightroom, or cancel. And I always do delete from disk. So it's a really good way of streamlining the whole photography cataloging process. So now they've been deleted, I can go into my YouTube example, and there's the 4 pics. So from these now, go onto these, then onto the develop tab, and edit these however you desire. This is the import directory where all my catalogues are. This is today. So what was 19 is now 4. So it's deleted the raw files. With, say, a 14 megabyte raw file times 3000. It very quickly eats up your memory. So I hope that was useful to some of you out there. I mean, there's going to be people out there where they've been doing it for every day of their working lives. But this is it's a nifty way of culling through thousands of photos in not a lot of time at all, and gives you more time to get out and get shooting. Okay, bye bye.